Yes, Almirante starting
You wanna
up
watch?
with the Grunt Squad and throwing down a Harvester.
All right, I'll take Sir Liam with the Yapster God.
I don't want to discredit anybody, but I think Almirante with Vortis, as Almirante is like the cheesiest, I guess I should say, Mas Queso is player of all time. I think Vortis is certainly gonna suit up to his or fit well with his strong suits.
And we're gonna see the fodder spam getting out the double harvester and then a extractor. What was that? Let's double check that. Oh, triple harvester. Going early infantry. Whoa. Yes, sticking to the heavy infantry.
Basic build, nothing new. I just want to see. Here's what I'm afraid of, Nick. Okay, so Vortis, Goo, slows down and kills basic infantry units, vehicles, whatever. Like scouts, they get absolutely rinsed. So cannon fodder is good at swarming. So if they walk into the Goo, doesn't that mean that they are officially nullified? I would say so.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement.
Almirante going raid camp 4th before even building on his mini, because who needs to do that? That's fine. Buying a second mini as well.
We're going to see Liam actually get the raid camp out 5th right here. It looks like it's going to be an infantry heavy spam in the early game. Go figure. The cannon fodder is about to show up onto Almirante's base, probably to annoy him.
There's 2 Vet 3 fodders here. They're incredible. They're better than Uber units normally.
And then they are paper.
Look at these
Hence
guys.
The fodder.
Look how pissed they are. Look at one little guy. It's gonna be curious to see. Look at the minimap right now. The cannon fodder all over the place.
Heavy grunts coming out from Liam. What do you think that Liam's gonna have to do to win this game? I mean, he came so close last game. It just seems like he just. I don't want to use the term choked, but it's kind of like he let the game just. He lost control of the game when he had full control and was. I don't know what can be done here.
Yeah.
I mean, you're this close to winning last game, and then you just let it slip. I don't know how you can get to that point again and kind of make things right this time around. Yeah, Cannon fodder though, doing a nice distracting play right now, keeping Almirante's units on his side.
And he's swarming them too, which is great. He's got more 3-star vet or cannon fodder grunts coming and showing up here to just be extra annoying. Oh, they're trying to get this brute rider. Or Brute Rider, what's it called? JPB? Brute Rider, we back on that again. Hey, is the Brute riding
the hammer ride the
or is the yeah, you got it.
Does the hammer does the Brute hold the hammer or does the hammer hold the Brute?
I don't know.
These are questions.
Great question. Dude, look at these guys. They are messing up those JPBs.
Yeah, they actually are.
Turret constructed.
This is definitely not cannon.
No, it's not.
But it is cannon fodder.
Yes, it is.
And we're going to see a heavy push coming out. Looks like Almirante's coming out of his shell. Finally going to start picking up some power nodes after he was pushed back. And it looks like he's actually putting some pressure on Liam's second mini.
That's right.
Those infusion pools, which are such an annoying hassle.
Yeah. Cannon fodder spread out all over the map, making sure to grab extra mini bases and whatnot. Liam's doing a great job of keeping up on top of that. And the cannon fodder are even like in hold position at random spots on the map. They're just swarming everywhere. Pushing up with some Brute Riders, since we voted that's what it would be called. Brute Riders over to the base itself with heavy grunts. I should be able to pick this, honestly.
He should turn around and just pick off that one grunt, though. Not have it shoot them in the back.
Yeah, but this is a very terrifying army here from Vortis. JPBs are just extra obnoxious. Especially because they'll just be able to stop those cannon fodder right in their tracks, if you will. But the Brute Riders with Ram and Charge are super effective in a lot of cases against these infantry. But, I mean, you know, the more Grenadiers you kill, the more goo you have to deal with.
I don't know if it's better than the jump back Brutes, though, because they just walk through that base. Now they're pushing onto his main.
Yeah.
They should have a field day here. Without Suicide Grunts, that infantry army is going to have their way. And Vortis is going to be able to start dropping in that infusion pool. It's not looking good. It looks like Liam is going to have to turn around and address this fairly quickly.
Yeah, right.
Here come the, yep. And we're seeing it right now, the infusion pool coming in.
Our base is under attack.
Just gonna lay out this nice little gooey rug underneath his army.
He's gonna slowly degrade those units right there.
Yeah.
He's walking his heavy grunts into it. Oy.
Oy.
Unnecessary damage there.
Oy.
And he's still walking his units into it. Oh boy. Those infusion pools stay for quite some time. They aren't going anywhere. He's gonna walk the rest of his army into that infusion pool.
Yeah.
Liam, about to make the engagement. No, he decides to run away. Kind of pulling a Venom Fangs here. Gotta defend your base, friend.
Yeah.
'Cause it's not like he's going anywhere. He's coming right back for you.
That's right. And Liam actually able to keep his Brute Riders effective. He hasn't lost anything yet, but at the same time, yeah, Almirante's setting up for the defensive play, so I mean, you're not going to be able to do anything on the main base. Currently, Almirante is wrecking house. Ooh,
That's
nice little,
a beautiful drop right there.
That's a nice defensive beam. Going to be able to kill a lot of those units. Oh, and then look, there we go. Liam's army just showed up to give us some good defense.
So that's what Liam was doing for the defensive play by pushing out. Nice play.
That's right. And kept most of his army back too. Grenadier drop on these Brute Riders here are going to be extra obnoxious. But look at the double charge there. Look at that. Brute
See if the
versus
Brutes can take this out. They're not going to be able to take out this Extractor in time.
Yeah, gotta jump
A
out.
nice jump to the front.
Run away!
Run, little demon.
Yeah, I gotta be able to get chased down because they're so slow. At the same time, Almirante is kind of prepping himself for, I don't know, something that costs 1,500 supply because he's just sitting on his throne of money. Most likely going to be buying this Expo in the front of his base soon.
Our base
Hopefully the Brute Riders don't see it on the way by. Definitely has to clear out the mini base behind his base at the same time.
Citadel upgrade complete.
Pieman, do want to make a clarification. That beam was on his own base.
So he DQ'd himself. That's right.
There's no damage. He's fine.
Leader point earned.
And Almirante kind of getting pushed back, but he does have that secondary base up and coming.
Yeah.
If you can get these...
Oh no!
What
Almirante,
are
don't let
these? Heavy grunts?
Brute Riders? Oh, heavy grunts? Where? Yeah, those are heavy grunts.
Heavy grunts? Stops the secondary base from coming up, so he's still putting himself in a position.
Yeah.
Make a comeback.
Gonna have to
Liam
sack
kind of getting a
that
little bit of
base.
control here.
Yeah, it's good that he actually pushed at that time because he was able to take out Almirante's Expo before he got anywhere. Secret hit squad once again from Almirante pushing out with the Grenadiers across the map. Gonna try to get behind.
Kind of confused on the slowness of this infantry push still. Oh, okay, we're finally about to see some vehicles and stuff starting to come out. I was a little afraid that we were going to be stuck on the infantry for too long.
That Marauder, run!
Marauders coming out from
Yeah,
Liam
still
right
has
now.
a very unguarded base, so no turrets, nothing to really defend it, and Almirante is still sitting on quad turret. Surprised he's not going for a shield gen or something just because he's got the income for it.
Leader power ready.
But at the moment, yeah, there's the second base purchase on the far left side, so he's going to be looking really good with double base at the moment.
Almirante's opting in for the Banshees. That's going to be a really nice play, and that's going to be very difficult for Liam to defend against.
Yeah.
He does have a vehicle depot, so though, as long as he spots it, he's making Marauders right now. As long as he spots it, gets a scout, he can start getting into the Reavers, which would be a nice play. And he is now fully aware that Almirante is opting in for Banshees. We'll see if there's a swap to Reavers at any point. Yep, Reavers immediately being clicked in now.
Yep. Yeah, this Almirante's fantastic at just knowing where to push on the map, where to fly on the map, and then where to, you know, just pick off the mini bases here or there, pick off whatever kind of any edge he can get, he will get. So having those Reavers to walk around and defend, especially with the range that they have and the increased damage they just got in this most recent patch, will be very helpful. Just like I said, yeah, Liam's going to lose that mini base immediately. And at the same time, Almirante doing a great job scouting around. Immediately spots another base here, so he knows his next target.
Just a little too busy scouting around. He's not building anything on that secondary base. It's been sitting there for about 20 seconds now. And we'll see how long it takes him to actually start building upon that. He's got the eco, 1,000.
Yeah.
And he still hasn't built anything on it, and now it has been spotted by Liam. That's just bad macro. He's trying to upgrade it now. We'll see if Liam can get an army over there to stop it before that upgrade happens.
Yeah. Little defensive beam on those Banshees there. Yeah, look at that. Reaver, even that one Reaver's going to be doing a lot of damage to these Banshees, at least keeping them off his side of the map. Don't lose that Banshee. Banshee's
Don't forget those Reavers
absolute-
did get a little bit of a buff in this past patch. And it takes a lot more damage for the Reavers to die against Banshees as well.
Right.
But Liam looking like he's not going to be able to take out the space before it gets upgraded. Almirante is going to have that one pretty much secured.
Yeah, it's going to be super easy for him to pull off too.
Looks like they're both actually in a similar spot still.
They've been, these guys
Their mini
are
bases alive. Their
fairly
secondary
even.
base is alive.
I mean, the fact that Almirante went random all and got Vortis is pretty darn funny. But at the same time, I mean, they're still pretty even in this standpoint.
Right now we've got Liam with 63 units, and then we've got Almirante with 51. So we'll see who's got the better army composition pushing into the mid game.
Yeah, big drop here coming out. Yappy methane drop at Almirante's base. A couple Brute Riders. Oh, here we go. There's the defensive infusion vortex or whatever it's called, something like that. Sounds right.
Fusion pool. I'm just gonna say it's an infusion pool. That's all that is. He's gonna drop the base to half shields. If he can get this pick, that'd be really nice. But it doesn't look like he has enough supporting units. He's got too many ground units still.
Yeah. These get
Except
some
those
Reavers,
fuel
though.
rotted. Look at those fuel rotted shots. Eating those Banshees for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Reaver's showing up to the paddy, so that means that you will be able to ward off some of these Banshees, and the defense for Almirante would be a little bit
Oh, he's
more
got
difficult.
engineers as well. He needs to pop that engineer shield if it's available.
Yeah, for
Do
sure.
some of that damage.
There comes some of the
There
infusion.
it is.
Going to be a little bit more obnoxious. Hit the Y button with those engineers. There we go. Nice little splash
my
damage on
goodness.
that.
He's got to move. He's just standing still on top of that.
I think Liam
He is not
recognizing-
microing very well.
Yeah, he's like, yep, I just lost my whole army. He did not use the NG shield at all. It's kind of surprising.
And he just tried there and it popped. Lost his NG. He is in some trouble. He does have a leader power, so we'll see what he picks up there. But it's not looking good. That was just a bad micro. And it just sat in the infusion pools and took it.
Shield tower constructed.
And now is a good
Not
opportunity.
looking good.
So that way you can just push across the map, potentially win here.
Yeah. He needs to find that secondary base, though. And, well, I mean, he already saw it, but he needs to finish that base off. A bold move to go straight for the main. He doesn't have a shield generator, though.
Yeah.
We already know how weak banished bases are. But those Banshees also don't do as much damage to bases as they did in the previous patch, so it's not necessarily a given that they're going to do a significant amount of damage here. We'll see what kind of units he can pull together.
Right. Making Rangers.
A couple Reavers. He's got a couple Reavers as well coming out, but those Reavers might get picked immediately by those Hunters at the front of the base, and that is going to be the case. He gets him to sneak to the back, though. Oh, good dodge.
There's another defensive beam play. Oh, it's upgraded too. Oh, those Banshees just
Wow.
got rinsed so fast.
Holy smokes.
Oh,
And I guess
my.
that's how you defend on that.
Okay. All right.
Defensive beam.
The balance beam is back.
Holy smokes.
Holy guacamole. Mac and cheese and meatballs.
Holy tortilla shells. Mac and cheese and meatballs.
Okay.
And Almirante's still bringing over some Reavers to deal with the rest of these. And she's Liam's pulling out, but it's not like it's a ton. I want to overcommit on those Reavers.
Yeah.
He literally doesn't have an air pad there.
Oh, if I get that
Ah, he's
engineer.
got the back thing.
Saved it.
Look at Liam's eco though right now. He's not building out of his foundry. He's not building out of his air pad. He's got 1,500 bucks. There he goes. Now he's starting to spend some money, but you got to be spending money while you're attacking or defending.
Yeah. Lots of units rallying across the map. I think Almirante was just invested in that W there. He's like, yep, that's game. And then he showed up and just lost everything to the mean beam.
This
So,
is the time to attack now. You've got the balance beam. It's got to recharge. You need to utilize this space right now to the best of your ability and see what he can do here.
Oh, good job.
I think I would
jumping
opt
the
to
Reavers
attack
there.
that secondary base though instead of that main.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder, does he even know? Yeah, he knows he has it. So,
He has to. He was attacking it earlier.
oh yeah, the amount of Reavers there is going to be a little bit helpful to deal with at least the Banshee and the Engineers as soon as he picks those Engineers. I mean, although we've seen from Liam, I think his Y button might be broken on his controller just from the lack of NG shield.
It would be a little bit of nerves playing into this as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Liam's going to be able to push this back. Here comes the infusion
nice.
pools. Does he have Cataclysm by chance? Because that could...
He just unlocked the leader power for it, I bet. So he could potentially use it. Oh, no, no, Locust. No,
And there's Cataclysm coming in. It's going to wipe the rest of Blue's army. Don't lose that Locust. That Locust is 300. That's 500 economic
investment
loss. No, he's going to keep it alive. Yeah, sorry, I was on the edge of my seat seeing if that Locust was going to survive, and it did for the meantime, but he doesn't really... Oh, this is a weird angle. You don't want to be on the other side of your base. He's going to try to sneak past. Sorry, now he's defending behind his base, with his base behind him. Proper way of playing it. He should be able to hold this off here.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Again,
so.
I'm still surprised that Almirante is not just stacking units and then pushing towards that secondary base. Just letting it be.
This one Banshee has gotten the shield gen down a lot. Not really, but...
If you can switch back and forth between Liam and Almirante real quick, you'll see that the eco completely different right now. Liam has a bit of an advantage.
Right now, yeah.
He also isn't using it. He's sitting on 32 units right now. He's not building. He's not doing very well in the...
I think the upgrades are in favor of Almirante as well. Say, just the fact that he just constantly keeps winning every engagement, even though the armies seem fairly similar, regardless of balance beam involvement or not.
Sure.
But
Almirante has every power node,
yeah,
which
exactly.
benefits him into making those upgrades, like you were suggesting. I mean, he sat at the front of this base for the past 4 minutes. Liam is not in a good spot.
Yeah, shield gen's about to come up too.
Here comes that beam.
Me and
oh,
Beam, Almirante called in the
gracious.
Vortex at the same time. What just happened to your
Yeah,
army?
he got caught. That's a... Oh, man, that's a triple upgraded beam. Postums was asking earlier, Pat, you know, what do you guys think of the balance beam against units? Well, I don't know if you can really micro that.
Not an upgraded speed beam.
I don't know about the triple beam, but triple beam is just insane.
Losing a couple units.
Still trailing him. Like, he needs to just stack them.
Yeah, their eco is so similar at the moment too. But Almirante opting into Buzz third base at last.
Hey, we've got a hero grunt goblin out.
Yeah,
it's good to see
are
them.
Actually ridiculous.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Wall, without that balance beam, this game was over 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, for sure.
Liam hanging on. If Liam can somehow pull this game off and push Almirante back and push him into a game 3, I think Almirante is going to get pissed and use a balance beam of his own next game.
Yeah. I mean, it just makes sense. Having the shield though is going to be a big help for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doing a methane drop here too, going to get a lot of support out of this. Liam should be able to push this army off his base. I mean, 2 Reavers, 4 Banshees, a Grunt, and an Engineer.
He's going to be able to get him out if he just jumps those Reavers, which he did, and then he just takes those Banshees. He needs to disconnect them, though. There he goes. He was all unitsing right there.
Yeah.
And that Banshee is just going to stay there and just eat it.
Yep, it's fine.
So it's about time he decided, let's switch it over, but he's not going to be able to even kill that base. He's doing a pretty... Almirante, that is. Doing kind of a poor job switching between bases.
Yeah. I'm wondering...
Should have been doing this from the beginning.
Yeah, Almirante's got a lot of income still at the moment. Just upgrading his stuff whenever he can. Make sure to stay on top of things. Still hasn't upgraded his base. Is he going to? Yeah, he is. Upgrading his base. Honestly, if I was Almirante at this point, I would just like have like 3 Apexes or something, and I'd just fly around the map and just try to do some serious damage with mass army of Banshees. That Shroud, no, Shroud's gonna go down there. Gonna have to back off.
Oh boy, here comes that infusion pool, which means that glassing beam is right around the corner.
Yeah, great little bulwark there from the Goblin. Goblins can certainly change this fight to go either way. They call them the proper bulwark pools, and they'll be set. Almirante's army is not strong.
Well, he's got the blister back as well.
Yeah.
Those blister backs do drop in infusion pools as well. I think if he gets a cataclysm off right here, he would wipe Blue's army.
Yeah, just waiting for it. Invigorating Frenzy now is up for Almirante as well.
Cataclysm is ready. Can he drop it?
No, he's not going to drop it.
He chooses not to drop it.
Idea. Wait for him to come back. Yeah, it's the Great Goblins with the bulwark. He saved a bulwark.
Was it even
so,
worth it at this point? He's got pretty much no army
might
left.
as well just leave at this point.
Almirante did pick up that third base though.
Yeah.
Harvester
He's got that upgrade and running as well. I may just let the income roll in. Honestly, bring the fight back to your base. Has some Banshees going out for mini base pickoff.
Banshee here. Augmented harvester upgrade complete.
Gonna get hungry. That's all it takes is 2 Banshees really to do some damage. Got some Locusts running out in the mix as well. Don't want to do too many though,
Shield tower
because they can get picked fairly easily by just about anything.
We're seeing the 2 Banshees shifting over to Liam's mini base. I think Almirante is just going to try to start picking them off, picking the eco off little by little.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a big engagement here in the center. I don't know how I feel about Liam just pushing toward the center like that with that weak army. Just keep in mind as well, Pat, Almirante's got to do some microing here or use his engineer. That glassing beam is ready. It's sitting in Liam's back pocket.
Yeah.
So he gets, if Almirante gets caught not moving for a second, not using that engineer, it's gonna do, well, it's not gonna do some damage. It's gonna kill everything.
Yeah. Current situation, I mean, you think about it, both players are still sitting on Tech 2. We got 5 bases taken on the map. You know, it's just, it's been so back and forth, I think, since the beginning of the game until now, that there's no clear winner. I mean, you got Vortis and Yap Yap, 2 of the most annoying leaders on the planet in Halo Wars 2. I mean, on the Ark, I guess. So, we'll see what happens. At this point, it's all going to come down to one big engagement, and I think that probably will seal the deal.
I think it's in favor of Liam right now, if anything, just for the glassing beam. I mean, he can wipe an army with that.
Yeah.
But he's got to be careful. If he uses that on the offensive and then hits the base, that's it. You're DQ'd on that, based on the rules that we have implemented for this tournament. So he does have to be careful if he's going to use that in an offensive manner.
Nice.
Perfect. Leader point earned.
Here we go. Big engagement on the high ground.
Yeah, he's got to be careful with this glassing beam right now. You know he wants to use it.
Yeah.
Almirante doing a nice job keeping his units right next to the base.
Right.
Our base
What's he
is
doing?
under attack.
He's trying to pick a mini base here. Almirante is saying, okay, I'll just walk across the map while you're doing that. BRB.
If you're going to sit there and do nothing, I'm going to do something. He might be going for the flank. No, they're just both standing still.
Yeah.
But that mini base finally dropped 14 years later.
I mean, there's just like not much to commit to at this moment.
Any base
Like all it takes is like one false commit and then you lose your entire army.
There's Cataclysm. Cataclysm doing a fantastic amount of damage there.
That's gonna
He's got to push. He's either got to push that army or he's got to push onto his base.
Right.
upgrade complete.
I'm with you on that.
Finally got a little bit of an advantage, and it doesn't look like he's got an army comp that can move quick enough over to the other side of the map.
Yeah. I mean, the power node control has just been sifting back and forth as well at this point. And, I mean, just complete map control has gone either way. It's just, like so stalemated. I'll give it, Almirante's had 3 bases for such a long time now. So he's still looking really, really good.
You think at one point they would sacrifice another one of these harvesters and just make another gen, if only for the fact that you have so much resources you need to get some kind of power.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I was Almirante, what I would do is I just build a generator or 2 and then just wait and get tech, or he's already tech 3 now, but just wait and build a Scarab. Get the Scarab rolling out, be extra annoying, drop the infusion, whatever.
And at least the Scarab would be able to survive the glassing beam, unlike the rest of his units.
Right, exactly.
Just Liam finally trying to get his third base. These guys are kind of just playing super conservative right now.
Right.
Both have about the same amount.
Oh, yep. There we go. Finally, a third base is purchased for Liam.
Yep.
The amount of locusts, though, I think Almirante could certainly just get a lucky little pick on that base, just from a distance. Oh, look! This node has never been taken.
Wow. And he's just gonna stand next to it. There we go.
Oh, they still haven't taken that one either. Someone building a Scarab. Let's see. Yes, Almirante Scarab is on the way.
Is it actually?
Yes, it is. Volatile
So-
Scarab.
Almirante is doing what the boy Nathan could not do.
Right.
Look at the 4 power extractors Almirante has on his main.
Right.
Two of those power extractors not upgraded.
Power extractor
You don't need those.
constructed.
Who needs them? Volatile Scarab. That is going to be devastating.
Yeah.
I don't think Liam has any sort of army comp that can deal with that.
Nah, probably not. Well, the meme beam might drop a Scarab in.
It'll be interesting to
2
see how much
seconds.
damage that Scarab can take from the mean beam.
Cooking tower constructed.
Don't ever compare Almi to Nate. Lethal, you sound
Augmented extractor
sound a little
upgrade
salty,
complete.
friend.
When is Lethal not salty?
That's a great
He
question.
is the second salt pile.
It's so
right next to
funny.
Nathan.
Sometimes you hate what you are, right, Nick?
That's true.
You hate most.
Or what you
become.
hate.
Yes, that's
Yep.
right. That's the phrase. I love seeing the Volatile Scarab come in, so we're just gonna hang out here at Almirante's base for a hot second.
I actually don't think I've ever seen a Volatile Scarab.
Oh,
Does it shoot out infusion pulls as well?
They're sick. Wait for it.
Here we go.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Still waiting for it.
The New Year's countdown: 10, 9, 8,
Now
7,
you gotta keep going.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Volatile Scarab. There it is.
Daddy.
Oh man. Yep.
Ooh, boy.
Where are you taking that? Where's your? Why is it? Now you got to get aggressive.
Yeah, he's about to put 2 and 2 together. Liam is about to know. There's a very angry.
Liam also has
Volatile
60
Scarab.
units out of 100. He's not in a good spot here.
Infantry level 1 researched.
Look at this.
Except he's
giant
not
ass thing.
doing anything with that Scarab.
We're just gonna hang out.
I would think you would get aggressive at this point.
Upgrade complete.
Finally got tech reinforcements too.
So what Liam is doing, since you guys keep asking, is this is his army. Trying to build up a 3rd base, which is super late comparatively to Almirante. This army comp is nothing compared to the Scarab, but if we just quickly take a look, Liam's Scarab is a quarter of the way done.
Liam has a Scarab coming out too.
Yes, he does.
Okay, so we're gonna have a Scarab v Scarab, but here's the put. No, okay. Almirante is pushed and stood still at the center of the map. To be determined.
TBD.
And here's the final push. He's going to get all his units together, making a push onto the 3rd base
Yep.
here against Liam. That base probably has no chance. We'll see what the glassing beam can
Scarab's
do.
halfway done for Liam as well. Oh, look at the graphics on that. Ooh. Super cool.
Here comes
the
in
drop.
the drops.
Yep. Scarab
Except he's not
got a little too aggressive.
using
Ooh,
that
nothing party.
Scarab properly.
Nice job
Good,
dropping the shield
good
there.
bubble.
Should be okay, but that does not mean that this entire map is about to be lit up in infusion pools.
There's going to be a cataclysm called in here very shortly.
Yeah, for sure. For certain. Now here
And
shifts Liam's
final.
army entirely over, but let's see how much the Mean Beam can do to a Scarab. That is actually ridiculous how much. There's an engineer
this
on
is-
that.
There's also a little bit of a poor micro going on. He's bringing his Locusts and Reavers down at the bottom. They can sit on that ledge and do damage as well. They don't, yeah. And Liam might have just lost his
Liam's
entire
Scarab
army.
is just
There's the
showing up.
cataclysm.
Oh no, the super toilet with the cataclysm. Oh no, dude. That's not
Once
looking
the
good for
Scarab
Liam.
actually
There-
starts
oh,
shooting.
No, he finally calls into bulwarks. He needed that immediately. Scarab is slowly creeping his way across the map. Almirante's Scarab has gotten his shield up and is running, so it will go down here. Oh, but massive drop from Grunts here at the same time from Liam. All of a sudden, this game just got a little intense.
This is like the scene from Jurassic Park with a T-Rex versus the other T-Rex.
That's right.
Which one will win? And here they go. The OG or the newly renovated Scarab, and my goodness, it is dropping.
The meme beam.
Almirante is in some trouble here.
That's actually that's terribly bad at the moment.
Yeah, Almirante's in trouble.
No, that's so bad. He's gonna lose. The Volatile Scarab will go down here for certain. All of a sudden. Oh, but he saves it with the bubble at the one shot. Keep running, you giant bastard. Keep running.
There's no way it gets away.
That thing is dead. Almirante, does that mean you're going to be queuing up another one? Nope, he's queuing up
Almirante's still queued up. He's still got 75 out of 120 units.
Right.
He's trying to build up at the front of that base. Liam, on the other hand, making a push.
No. Giant
He
Scarab.
has to be careful with this glassing beam,
Going
though.
to be ridiculous.
He gets it back.
Dropping in the
There's a
shield,
nice
just going to
bubble there.
target the base. Infusion laid across everything. Using the Grunt Goblin to drop the mini bulwarks is going to be extremely effective.
That
Super
base is
effective,
going
if you will.
to drop, I'd imagine.
I'd be very surprised otherwise. Engineer in the back of the base doing a great job healing it. There goes another bulwark on the Scarab at the same time, going to keep it alive even more. All those Reavers jumping. Almirante's hit the Y button with every single unit. He really cannot lose this Scarab because if he does, oh, there's so many Hunters though.
Hunters have just taken over. He's
And we're
going
back
to lose that
to
Scarab.
square one.
He's pretty much going to heal that base as well with those Engies.
Yeah, now's a good time to mass tech into Banshees and just fly around the map and kill everything. Oh man, this poor little Scarab, the Scarab that could, man. Dropping in the shield again. Gonna try to get an escape on.
He's walking away from
rally
it.
his army across the map. The engineers should be able to heal this entire thing back to full health.
Almirante left that Scarab alive.
Well, it's actually a pretty solid idea, depending on, you know, as long as he can prevent the heals
he's-
from it. Well, actually, no. What he's done
Exactly.
is he's just gonna cut it off.
Well, either that or he just uses it to leave it so he can't actually build more units. He knows it's weak as long as the engineers don't get over there like you suggested.
Yep.
And might as well leave it alive.
Yeah. Might as well keep that supply block going. I'm wondering if Almirante is going to opt in for Scarab at this point. No, he's not. It looks like he's actually producing Banshees, like I said, to try and just get aggressive fire on the map and just be annoying. Oh, yeah.
shoot.
Please don't shoot me. Totally forgot that was a thing. Almirante immediately seeing the Scarab as the giant evil X on the map, and he's going to target all of the Banshees over towards it. Where's the meme beam for defense?
Our base is under attack.
Look at this amazing spread from Almirante, keeping his units completely all spread out.
And that ultimate is gone. Liam is in some trouble.
Once again.
He
Shade
just
turns,
had it too.
Dropping in the
Amazing.
shade. Methane drop is now going to be obnoxious for Liam, but Liam loses his second base. That is not going to be helpful with this situation. The super toilet goes into effect, dropping in the grunt dome at the same time, trying to save it. Nice play. Hunters are showing up. Almirante rallying the rest of his units. Oh boy, here we go. Meme beam is dropping in. You're going to be killing all of these units. Great great split there from Almirante.
Air level 3.
That's the proof right there that the meme beam, even though fully upgraded, is not the worst thing ever.
Almirante just jumped to 99. Is he queuing up a bunch of units, or is that another Volatile Scarab? That is another Volatile Scarab coming out. 100 seconds out.
Yeah, I think.
Which I don't even know if
Liam-
you need, honestly.
Yeah,
I
Liam's
think
just
the
gonna try
Hunters
to
and
turtle it
Banshees
out.
are...
Yeah.
Liam's not going to have the army to defend this now second base. Slowly going to pick away at this one.
The enemy is attacking me.
Uh-oh,
And
what's
it
that?
looks like we've got a grunt party dropping a methane party.
Gonna be doing a lot of damage to these units. The methane is gonna be super obnoxious for Almirante to deal with. However, now having a blister back showing up to the party as well. As long as he just stays out of the methane, he should be all set, realistically speaking. But of course, the fusion pools that he is standing in will give him health at the same time that the methane party is making his army lesser, you know, healthy.
Allies are in danger.
I don't see a way he can defend this base right now.
Yeah, I don't think so. He still has a shield up, of course, but the fact that the Reaver's doing so much DPS to these engineers and the shield
There's
means that,
Cataclysm.
Cataclysm's going to go down on all these things. Going to get super weak at the same time. More infusion pools dropping out in the middle of the Cataclysm, which is going to be very helpful.
Pretty much looking at the end of this.
I think this is game. Constant back
I think
and
we're
forth.
going to see a resign from
35-minute
Liam
one.
very shortly here.
Leader power ready.
Except he's only got Reavers now up front.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're not going to do damage to the space, but he does have a blister back that's going to continuously do some damage. Hunter's rolling in. Please don't shoot. Is he trying to cheek a shield generator?
Liam's just trying everything in his book of business, you know what I'm saying, that he can do.
Yep.
Grunt Goblin's coming out right now. Where's Big Daddy? Oh, Big Daddy in the nick of time, pun intended.
Our base is under attack.
Let's see Big Daddy show up here, boys. Ooh!
What's better than a Scarab?
And the Scarab has just dropped in.
Volatile Scarab drops in and says, "What's better than a Scarab? Me." So he'll be walking across the map, do some serious damage. The little infusion pools. Oh, that's so cool.
Stronghold upgrade complete.
Now, we do have to watch out for this glassing beam, because it did a tremendous amount of damage to that Scarab earlier.
The Memer Beamer.
Infantry assault.
Yep.
Volatile fury.
Volatile
Fury.
Fury. Yep.
That's going to be super obnoxious.
We are armored but not invincible. Take out those vehicles.
The Scarab making its presence known, stepping on the goblins like they're not even there.
The small children. The Reavers in the back of the base are going to provide vision onto it, and the cloaking gen's gone anyway. So this Scarab might just have free reign over this base.
Upgrade complete.
Liam is looking in a really bad spot. Oh, this Scarab is going for the disrespect.
Yeah.
No, he's just, he's changed his mind. He just wants to walk all over these mines, I guess.
Problem is he's not keeping that Scarab still, so it can't use its beam. There
Yeah.
it goes.
There we go, dropping in the infusion pools as well with a Vortex at the same time. Also just got Vortex Pack Assault, so he's going to drop in. There's nice, the Super Toilet, followed
He's
by the
gonna
Assault.
pick off anything
I think
that
Liam's
comes near
already
that.
done. Oh, here comes the beep beep!
Leader point earned.
That mean beam might finish off that Scarab.
It'll do a significant amount of damage to it for sure.
Oof. Even it barely hanging.
Blister back now flying through the air as well. All of these units are in infusion pools at the moment, so they are getting permanent health increases. But I think this is all she wrote for Liam, Nicholas.
Yeah, I would agree so. Which, Almirante, tough cookie. Liam nearly had him in game 1. Game 2 kind of let it slip away again when he pushed with that Scarab. It looked like he had control, but fantastic game from both of these guys. And we have a new champion, Almirante. Congratulations.
Bueno, bueno. Bueno jugar. This game is over at 9 minutes, stall for 37. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, it's ridiculous, Almirante. Insane how strong that beam is. Yeah, look at this post-game stats. Almirante wins overall, just from supply power alone. Units lost destroyed, 268 units killed. That's crazy. It's a balance beam.